What up, Tag Nation? It's the Bang Bang Gang here, ScooterRay and Yeager Bombastic, and we here to talk about All In. We're going all in with All In. We're talking about everything All In, from yesterday's Dynamite to the new updated match card. But the Bang Bang Gang is going all in with All In. But first, the intro.
T.A.G.
That's tag shit.
Free fall as I dive through the kaleidoscope in my mind. No rope up to climb. Gotta remind myself that I'm fine. Mama, I don't really want.
All right. Now, before we get into it, the wrestling world was hit with two just gut punches this week. We first learned that Terry Funk, the hardcore legend himself, Mr. I'm never retired, passed away. Our thoughts, prayers, condolences goes out to family, friends, fans, all of the above. Thank you, Terry Funk. Thank you, Chainsaw Charlie. Thank you for all of that. Because personally speaking, I want to say he's the first person who kind of truly introduced me into the whole hardcore aspect of wrestling between him and him and Mick Foley. But Thank you, Terry Funk. Thank you for all the memories. May you rest in peace.
Most definitely that. I was a little bit later, but yeah, Mick Foley was definitely still like my introduction to hardcore stuff.
Yeah.
Well, as well as like Shane McMahon wanting to like practically kill himself.
Yes.
Most of his matches.
Yes.
But yeah, I had just missed Terry Funk, but I had seen like previous matches of him, and yeah, legend.
And today it's just really just a gut punch. We learned news that Wyndham Rotunda, aka Bray Wyatt, has passed. He been dealing with a sickness since WrestleMania, like right before WrestleMania. We never knew exactly what it was or anything like that. There was reports that he was supposed to get ready to come back, things like that. But unfortunately, Triple H got word from the family that Bray passed today. And in all honesty, I really don't know how to process that one, because I have been a huge fan of Bray Wyatt ever since he came to the main roster.
Yeah.
I missed him in NXT, but since he debuted on the main roster, he had me hook, line, and sinker. Once again, thoughts, prayers goes out to family, friends, fans. Who child?
Yeah, you posted that in our chat, and honestly, I just didn't believe it. So I started like going on the internet and like seeing it, and I was like, no, hold on. Like, there's not even there's not even a listing as to like why he's dead. All we know is that he's dead. Like
this hits just as hard when we found out that John Huber, aka Brody Lee, when he passed. Like this is a tough one.
100%. And I can only imagine how much Redbeard's like going through this right now.
Redbeard, JoJo, Bo Dallas, literally, thoughts and prayers are with y'all. Like this is not, and just let us know how life can be just so sudden and so quick. So love one another, take care of one another, look out for everybody's mental and physical health, and let's get to this thing called life together.
100%.
But now listen to the Bang Bang Gang as we talk about this All Out. Now, I'm sorry, All Out, All In. Now, first up, to let you know that AEW is serious about this pay-per-view, look at the pre-show match. The pre-show match at 0 hour is for the ROH Tag Team Championships, and we have Aussie Open versus Adam Cole And MJF, better than you, baby. That lets you know that Tony Khan is serious about putting on the show of shows. That your pre-show that's free for people to watch
on YouTube.
On YouTube is featuring your main event.
Yeah. Like this, it would have been interesting considering Dynamite's main event last night if the Hardys, I'm just going to spoil the main event from last night, but if the Hardys had
we can
taken,
talk about both. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
All right, so yeah, if the Hardys had taken it, I would have been very, 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 very much more invested in watching that 0 hour.
Yes.
However, Aussie Open's resilience is also giving me different ideas about them possibly losing these ROH titles. But I'm not 100% convinced that they're going to. Like, I'm more like 40% convinced that they're going to lose them. So, I mean, actually, like 60%, 70% convinced that they'll like probably lose.
It's the storytelling aspect of Cole said, he never won those championships. Yep. And, the whole dynamic of him and MJF supposed to be best friends. And that, the implications all of this play. Because our heartthrob here has basically predicted that Cole is going to betray MJF.
Oh yeah.
So now whether it happens in this match or it happens in the main event, Cole is supposed to turn on MJF in some way.
That's the question to me, is like, because there's a lot of moving pieces here. Like, if they lose, then it can like fuel the disparity between the two of them. But at the same time, like with all the shit going on in Dynamite last night, we had like MJF, who's just like, yeah, I have a best friend now, and then you've got Adam Cole, who's like getting shown all these little sneaky sides, and then he's like, we're fine, we're best friends, we're good. Shit. Like, it's definitely leaning more towards Cole turning, but damn it, now that it's like kind of leaning more towards Cole turning, it might just be like MJF reverts back to his old ways. It's a fun little guessing game here, but I'm still solidly convinced. I'm still solidly convinced.
Like, it's a fun little guessing game.
At this point, with MJF and Cole also in this last night's Dynamite, like still hugging it out. MJF put away the ring and then hugged it out. Yeah. So I'm just looking at it and I'm seeing, it could very much go to Cole. Going for the betrayal. I mean, like I'm seeing, I really am seeing like Adam Cole like being like, oh yeah, like this is what you've been a piece of shit. You've turned on all these people throughout this company, and now I'm going to be the one to do it to you.
MJF, you betrayed Cody, you betrayed Jericho, you kind of left the Pinnacle in the dust. So it's by time you basically get a taste of your own medicine type of situation. But we shall see. But once again, what a hell of an opener. Now, we don't know the order of the matches, so I'm going to just go in the order of how I have the graphics.
All right.
The next match was actually the match that was announced last night. So, the Acclaim comes out and they're like, hey, House of Black, we want the smoke right now. And you knew something was up because House of Black showed up in gear.
Yeah.
They were in gear.
Always an intimidating presence.
And they get in the ring and they start to just beat down the Acclaim. And then midway through the beatdown, the Acclaim's music hit again. And who do we see? We see daddy ass Billy Gunn runs out there for the save. So, House of Black is leaving like, all right, y'all got it. And Billy Gunn gets on the mic and was like, hold on now. See, now, I was cool with y'all winning, me retiring, and going by my business. But no, y'all took it too far. Y'all kept attacking the Acclaim. Y'all basically threw my boots in the trash and things like that. So now it's time for me to get my get back. It's time for us to get our get back. So at All In, we're gonna do this for these trios championships. And don't worry, I'm bringing back someone who hasn't been around in a minute, a real badass, so to speak. And so he's saying, badass Billy Gunn will be with the Acclaim. And look here, they are really, 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 really throwing everything at this show Sunday.
Bruh,
they are still sliding in matches.
The only thing I at this point, well, you know what? Let's name off all the matches and then we'll get to that.
Yeah. And then next up, this was the original setup for this match. It was the BCC, 3 members of their choosing, Eddie Kingston, Lucha Bros, Best Friends, Orange Cassidy. Last night, we had a match, John Moxley, Ray Phoenix. They just had them a just fight. They had them a brawl.
Oh, yeah.
And then, per the end of the match, well, after the match, post-match, the BCC runs out with crowbars and everything, and they give Phoenix a good old just bump to the head, and it was like, damn.
Freaking Claudio decides to like wedge the crowbar in his like eye holes for the match to like hold him steady. Like, Jesus, dude.
So of course, Team Good Guys start to run out there, and it's like, what's going on? But before they could run to the ring, they're cut off by Ortiz. And Ortiz is like, no. And then Kingston looking at him like, what is going on? He points to the ramp, and a man who we hadn't seen in like a good year.
Felt like it for damn sure.
Huh?
Like, it hadn't been a year now?
It's been, they said it was since Blood and Guts last year.
Damn.
Yeah.
I completely forgot he had been injured that long.
He must have been. But Santana made his return. And then next thing you know, they started beating up Kingston and them. So it's like, wait, what's happening here?
Right.
Then it led to everybody getting pulled apart, and Ray Phoenix was just that's down. You know, they had to gurney him out and everything. And I love the interaction between Renee and Kingston. When Renee tried to go to Kingston, he was like, your husband is what's wrong.
She came up with the mic. He's like, I think they actually let the F word get through, but he's like, are you fucking serious right now?
Like, your husband is what's wrong right now. And then she's like, what? It's like it's my fault. And Kingston was like, you know what? Don't worry about it. I'm going to fix it come Sunday. I'm fixing it come Sunday.
She's like, I'm like, damn. But it's hilarious when she just tries to like come in and act clueless now. And like, your mans did this. Like, what do you want? Like, what do you fucking want from this? Anyway.
Now, of course, before Dynamite, there was word coming out that Phoenix had issues. Maybe it was a travel visa or something. So there was word to try to figure out how was they going to rework the match. Well, with them bashing him with a crowbar and everything, they played the hospital angle. So the match has now been officially updated. We have the BCC with Santana and Ortiz versus Kingston, Penta El Zero Miedo, Orange Cassidy, and the Best Friends. Now, I've been on here many a time saying I've never been the biggest fan of the Stadium Stampede matches, but this one might actually have piqued my interest.
I want to see how they're supposed to do this, because if they're going to do it all throughout Wembley, it's going to be a lot of space to cover.
It's going to be a lot of space.
80,000 people's space, like
a lot of space.
Also, for the fun fact for the gamers out there that are enjoying AEW's, the Stadium Stampede Battle Royale match type has now become official as of today. Just in time for the All In. It's fun. Like, as a wrestling game, it was a little disappointing when you like see that certain, like, the Acclaimed weren't in the game yet. Like when I first played it. But I mean, the thing's going to be constantly updated. They're going to update their roster, expand their roster. Whether that comes in the form of DLC or free updates, I don't know for sure. But I think we keep eyes on it, and then we'll see it.
Okay. But yeah, expect some chaos, because it seems like it's going to be some definitely deep, personal, rooted beefs in this match. So I think I'm more waiting to see this Stadium Stampede because it's more personal feeling than the others. So it might not be as wacky. It might not be as, these wacky, crazy spots. It might be just brutal, bloody violence
all throughout the
whole thing. And so I'm here for it. And next up, which the robbery intensified last night, we're gonna have Kenio, Kota Ibushi, Hangman Adam Page versus the Bang Bang Gang of Jay White and Juice Robinson and their partner Konosuke Takeshita. Now, this heated up last night because it was supposed to be a tag team. It was supposed to be a trios match last night between the Guns and Juice versus the Elite. And it didn't even get there.
The fact that it didn't even get to happen.
they started just fighting.
Freaking Juice knocked out the ref, and they're like, all right, well, this match ain't happening. So they just let them each other.
Like, that was the funniest thing. Like, Juice literally just knocks out the ref, and I'm like, wait, isn't that like a suspension? Like, wait.
What the fuck? Juice! However, I really... Like, the Juice was fucking loose for damn sure. But I've loved that about Juice ever since he joined Bullet Club. Like, he was always known as like the flamboyant one. He like came out with some really like wild ass costumes looking for his wrestling gear. But ever since he's joined Bullet Club, he's like this unhinged like crackhead of a man. Like, just always screaming at his opponent or like just screaming at something, and then the freaking hair's all wild at I love that unhinged Juice, and now he's like freaking, what is he, rock hard instead of the flamboyant. Fantastic name. Him and Jay White, probably two of the bigger what do you call them? What do you call the outsiders? Sorry, Gaijin. Like two of the biggest Gaijin wrestlers outside of Kenny Omega to come from New Japan. Very much here for whatever the fuck they got to bring, especially the Bullet Club Gold.
But this is definitely going to be a match with, once again, it's a heated up rivalry. So now I'm wondering, per this match, is Kenio and Takeshita going to spin off to All Out?
We probably could get that singles match.
Like, I wonder if that's going to,
especially if we get like a Don Callis intervention. Probably.
Yeah.
I don't know. Don Callis is like he's got his hands in too many pots and like
too many things.
Like, especially in this pay-per-view we've got coming up.
Now, arguably, if you know Yeager here and been following us, his match of the night is the next match we're gonna talk about.
Oh no!
The real world championship.
The real world championship. Okay.
CM Punk versus Samoa Joe. Of course, that was all satire, people. Yeager has been very, very vocal about one Phil Brooks. But I feel this match is more for Samoa Joe to be a part of this than more than CM Punk.
Yeah, this could have... All right, look. of course, this match needs to be on the All In show because I mean, it's like, let's be fair, it's Phil. Like, he is a draw regardless of how you feel about him. Joe is still a draw regardless of how you feel about him too.
Mm-hmm.
This match does belong here. At the same time, I would have been just as happy if this was on All Out.
Yes. I 1,000%, especially since All Out's in Chicago.
Yes. 100% that.
So, but yeah, we're getting into the real world championship, and yeah,
we'll
see how that London crowd treats CM Punk.
Before we move on to the next match, I gotta fuck Phil. There we go. It was.
Now, this next match, potentially for me, could be that sneaky match of the night for me. And we all know how I've been critical of one of these teams. But for the AEW Tag Team Championships, the rubber match, FTR versus the Young Bucks.
I was very worried about this match.
I am a huge fan of FTR. Huge fan. Young Bucks, of course, I've been mixed with, but with this being such a big show,
like when they were the Revival, I was the other way around. I was always like sold on the Bucks just because like they do spots, and I'm a sucker for spots. But at the same time, like when FTR was the Revival, like yes, like pure ground wrestling, like technicality, like all of that, loved it. But at the same time, they were always like not utilized the best in WWE, so they were always hit or miss with me because of like how they were utilized. You know what I mean?
That makes perfect sense, and I 1,000% agree. Like when they were in NXT, I understand your point. When they were in NXT, Revival couldn't do no wrong. When they got to the main roster, it was a little shaky.
Yeah.
But now, since they're back in their form, and been able to be Dax and Cash, I have been here for it.
Oh, yeah.
But this match could be a sneaky match of the night. It could be one of them sneaky matches of the night because, once again, everybody's going to give their A game this show. I don't think no wrestler is going to this show to be like, Everybody is about to literally give the A+ game. So expect every match to be by 30 minutes. Expect
London's going to be there a minute.
Expect false finishes. Expect just drama, everything. And this match right here is going to have all the drama.
Yeah. This is not even like any kind of an Extreme Rules. It's only for the belts.
Mm-hmm.
Like, there's not going to be any bullshit like with a thumbtack sneaker coming out. No, this is just straight wrestling.
We all knew FTR's motto: no flips, just fists. Like, other than the Young Bucks doing their little thing, that's gonna be about it.
Yeah, this is gonna be a hell of a match. I was just worried about this for the real world implications.
Yes.
Like, for those that don't know, Cash Wheeler decided to get a little bit of a road rage incident and flashed a firearm at some people. Apparently, got a, what was it? Indicted. Anyways, he turned himself in, got the charges pressed. What it means for him, though, is that he's going to have to take care of this shit once the court date and everything shows up. However, this does not limit him just to staying in the United States. He can travel.
Yes.
I'm assuming under very close supervision. But aside from that, it looks like this is not going to be affecting their match with the Bucks. I'm hoping that in storyline purposes, that Tony Khan is writing this the way he always intended to, or like the creative and him are writing this the way they intended to, and then they will deal with the ramifications of everything after the fact.
Yeah, because
I'm hoping that's how that goes. Like eventually, if they retain, I'm hoping that it's like, okay, y'all retained, but you got this coming up, so you got to drop the belts now.
And see, and that was my thing. Like, to to kind of peel back the curtain with me and the predictions, I was already going to choose the Bucks because I figured that the Bucks was going to go. You know, they wanted to be back in tag team form, and then now it's kind of like that weird limbo now because you're right. Is real world situations going to cause the Bucks to truly win? Because now you're going to feel that way. That boom, if the Bucks win, oh, is it because of what happened with Cash, or is it the fact that they already booked to win? You know, it's a weird feeling now that this is happening. But Dizzle did a great video on it, and basically everything he said in that video was true. There was no, there was no reason to be all alarmed by it. There's no, like, he did the proper things of turning himself in.
Yeah, he's been completely compliant. Everybody's cooperating.
Yes, you know.
Yeah.
But we shall see. I know they're gonna give a fire match. Like, it's gonna be a great match. But we'll see who the victor, who the winners are. Who's gonna win this rubber match? Now, this next match, this might sound weird. I don't know. I know how it is with the IWC. This is probably my least match I'm interested in.
Oh.
And that's one Chris Jericho versus Will Ospreay. Now,
oh man, this is the one you're least interested in?
Okay, so
let me hear you.
Peel back the curtain. I never was a big fan. Like, I've never was fully on the Will Ospreay train.
Oh man. You should have seen him when he was the aerial assassin.
What's the thing? I watched a lot of his stuff. I can't say I'm one of the ones who watched everything. I watched enough of Will Ospreay to know. Now, granted, I like him more now since he's just this, I'm proving myself, I'm the best in the world. Even the promo he cut last night was like, look, in 2 months, I can say I beat Jericho, Okada,
Kenny.
Who else?
And Kenny.
Yeah. And you talking about, then he was like, and then in a few months, my contract is about to get up. Your boy's about to get paid in these streets. So I can appreciate all of that. I just never been on the Ospreay train. And Jericho at this point, it's a coin flip for me with Jericho. Sometimes I can appreciate Jericho stuff. Sometimes it's just like, all right, I think it's time for you to hang it up. You know?
I did like Jericho's little rehearsed speech that he's given like twice now. But he's like, Ospreay, you didn't even need that. Like, this match was already predetermined. This was already going to happen back in the COVID era. Like, this was already supposed to be a thing. So, like, you didn't even have to ask for this. Like, this was going to happen. But, like, cool. Very well rehearsed, Chris. But at the same time, I mean, he's got a point. It's fucking Chris Jericho still. Like, I wish that Jericho didn't take off the jacket because he just really kind of he showed off his age a little bit there. But aside from that,
don't get it wrong. He looks amazing for his age.
Yes.
Because especially as a wrestler too, because we all know what wrestlers go through with their bodies when they get older. So for Jericho to even still look and still be functional like a functioning human being.
I mean, dude's still doing lion salts and shit. Like,
it is great.
Yeah, but hey, all the power to him and Billy Gunn for like putting on fucking solid banger matches. Like, even at their older age.
60, y'all. Billy is almost 60.
Shape, though. He's got to be on some kind of gear, man. Like, I don't believe it.
But now watch me saying this is my least waited for a match is gonna fuck around and be my favorite match of the night.
Watching him be in your sleeper, but
why should it be in my favorite?
I think you're gonna like Ospreay now because he's more grounded. Because he's less flippy. He's less flippy. He doesn't try and do like gimmick finishers as much anymore. However, that hidden blade that he does, that elbow to the back of the head.
That hidden blade, it looks so like every time he hits it, it looks brutal. Every time.
It's almost about as bad as the boom that Adam Cole does, like to the back. Like, like, Yeah, no. But anyways, Ospreay, I'm excited to watch, especially because like he had a fantastic outing in the New Japan G1s just now, beating Okada. Yeah, like it could be a sleeper, but I'll let you know. Like I have a toss up between our Stadium Stampede and one other match as far as like where people could lose interest, or it could honestly just not be a 5-star match. And but we'll get to it.
When the two of us come back and give you the review of All In, we will be honest. We will let you know. Now, the next match was another match that had an update per last night. And funny enough, I was going to send a message to our group chat. And right when I was about to send the message, that's when the update happened. So originally, Darby Allin and Sting was going against Swerve and AR Fox. And I'm pretty sure if you hadn't caught up, you're looking like, but Scoot, that's Christian Cage. Well, let's tell you what happened. Last night, there was a tornado tag match between AR Fox and Swerve versus Darby and Nick Wayne. And that damn Nick Wayne boy, he took some punishment.
That series of honestly just creative ass finishers that I had never seen before in my life. Like what? Like two of those moves that AR Fox did, like and then getting the 2 count. I was just like, where have these been? Where did these fucking come from? I have never seen these. Like you have to do that shit when a guy weighs about $150 or more, like maybe $150, 180 in that range. You can't do that shit with like a 250-pound motherfucker. But
and then the funny part was what I was going to send the group chat was when Fox, because when the Mogul Embassy was coming out, I was going to send to the group chat that AR Fox is a perfect fit for the Mogul Embassy.
He was great. He was a fantastic. I didn't like that ski mask bullshit. Like he didn't need to do all that. Yeah, but everything else going on. But I mean, shit. Same time, Swerve's over here doing the ski mask bullshit.
And Prince Nana is having all the fun.
Nana is a fucking riot. Well, that's like, Nana is having all the fun. He's over here.
Nana is having all the fun. But so per the match, Darby and Nick gets the dub, and then Swerve is like, you know what? You are such a failure. He was like, and I'm talking about you, Fox. And I was like, no. Oh, he was like, you know, chances after chances after chances. You just can never win the big one, can you? And he was like, you know what? Nah, handle my lightweight. And Nana basically was like, Fox, you fired from the Mogul Embassy. Fired.
I didn't know you could be fired from the embassy, but yeah.
Like he fired. And then Brian Cage came in, hit him with that brutal discus, and then hit him with that drill claw.
That fucking drill claw.
And then, so in my head, I was like, okay, Brian Cage was going to be the one to replace.
That's true. Yeah.
Fox. And then they got to the ramp, and you know, Darby was like, you know what, Fox, I will always have love and respect for you for what you did for me. I can never forget that. So, you know, they hugged it out, and Fox is now back aligned with Darby, Nick, and Stinger.
That was a quick turn.
And then, right?
Whatever.
And then Swerve was like, look here. You about to see who I got. Out comes TNT champion and TNT champion adjacent. Christian Cage and Luchasaurus. And when I told my coworker today, Christian Cage in these promos, Jesus Christ.
Ooh. This man don't pull punches. He doesn't pull shit.
And the fact that he looks so fucking serious when he says these things.
Like no recoil. He just lets him rip like it's a fucking Beyblade.
Now, of course, if you really want to catch the full brunt, but we could paraphrase. He was like, Nick Wayne, another fatherless wrestler we have here. And he was like, what, your dad was Buddy Wayne or something like that? I never heard of him, so he must have sucked.
He's like, and then he's like, man, I wish I could tell him to his face, But well, wait, he's dead. I was like, what the fuck?
And then, of course, Nick Wayne's mom is in the audience too. So every now and then they're cutting to her. You can clearly see the emotion on Nick's face that is like, I know these were things he was supposed to say or at least touch up on, but it still hurts. It still hurts. And he was just going in. And then next thing you know, it was announced Christian Cage, Swerve, Darby, and Stinger. And then, of course, the following week at All Out, we're going to get Darby and Luchasaurus for the TNT Championship. That could be a sleeper match too.
Dude.
It can be a sleeper due to the fact of the personal rivalries that are now in this now.
Yeah, no, this has a lot of stakes involved in it, especially with Christian Cage getting in there. I don't know what the fuck we're gonna get with Luchasaurus. I know that we're gonna get Darby versus him at All Out. That's one of the only other. That's like one of the only two matches that are confirmed for All Out so far.
Other than that, and Hobbs and Miro.
Yeah. I mean, I'm hoping that these next two shows, Rampage and Collision, start talking about All Out because
I hope so
there's
too.
like zero promo work on All Out right now. Then they're gonna have to like plug all of it in like the next 10 days.
Because like what Yeager said, to kind of spin off forward for a little bit, if we're really putting it in perspective, if nothing is said Friday night or if nothing is said Saturday, then that means Wednesday, Friday, and next Saturday, it's just going to be some things thrown at this show. Yeah. And if we're looking at AEW right now, there aren't too many other beefs.
What I'm imagining... Go ahead.
I was like, yeah, there aren't too many other feuds that are happening right now that can be thrown at All Out. So it seems like a lot of things that's going to happen from All In is going to splinter. Like we said earlier, could we possibly get Kenny and Takesha? Could we possibly get MJF and CM Punk if those two are still the champions when they walk out? You know,
it would be interesting.
Could we get a Darby Allin versus insert? I'm not Darby Allin, sorry. Orange Cassidy versus insert here for the All International Championship. Like, you know what? I think Statlander and whatchamacallit is supposed to be announced for All Out too. Statlander and Mercedes. That might be at All Out, possibly.
That would have to be it All Out, man, because you have the other AEW women's belt like over here at All In, yeah.
Yeah, it has to be, but yeah. And speaking of the,
it's got to. Sorry, just a cap real quick. Like All Out's got to just be like the backlash to All In WrestleMania. Yeah. That's all that has to be. It's just follow ups on like the tag teams or where that came off or like any kind of new feuds that happened from the fucking event. Jesus, like. We'll get into it more, but yeah, go ahead.
And speaking of the ladies, the lone ladies match of the night, Fatal 4-Way, Hikaru Shida defends her belt against Saraya, Toni Storm, and Dr. Britt Baker, DMD, who so lovingly is on our intro.
Much love to Britt.
Much
Dr.
love.
Baker.
Much love.
I don't know. I'm in the air about this match. Like, Hikaru Shida got this belt thrown on her out of nowhere.
Oh my God. If I was a betting man and I would have bet whatever, even if it was a penny, there's no way I would have said, oh, so what? Hikaru Shida is walking out as champ. At Dynamite
on TV on a regular ass Wednesday? Nah. Like, bruh.
Especially since Toni Storm had recently just got the belt back. There's no way.
Like, nope. Jamie Hayter has to be injured.
She has to be. She has to
because because damn it, I really wanted to see a Hater and Storm at Wembley match. Like that would have been fantastic. It would have been great to see like Hater win that belt back against Storm at Wembley.
And I'm pretty sure that was probably the original idea.
Probably the plan. Yeah. And I mean, I'm pretty sure Dizzle called that out a while back.
Yeah.
But yeah, like as far as Saraya and Sheeta involved in here, I mean, and Britt Baker and everybody and Tony Storm, I'm only seeing two people winning this, and it's not Baker or Sheeta. But if they're not going to go with either one of the, I mean, it could be Saraya. I'm thinking it's Saraya,
especially she's at home in London.
Exactly,
or at home in England rather.
My call has to be it's either going to. I mean, if I'm going to make the prediction now, it's either going to be Sheeta retaining from some fuckery because like Tony Storm and Saraya can't get it together.
Yep.
Or Saraya pulling like the backstab and like becoming the champion.
Yep. Oh,
maybe not fractioning. Yeah. Fracturing the Outcast. What's up?
I think they said Ruby Soho is supposed to fight Chris Statlander because they made mention of it when she was fighting Sky Blue, saying Ruby Soho looking past Sky Blue for Chris Statlander. So maybe it all out, we might get Statlander and Ruby Soho.
Could get a triple threat,
or it could be a triple threat. But but going back to what you said, but going back to what you said, I could only see either Saraya or Storm, or like you said, or Sheeta wins through some like, Storm is mad that Saraya trying to get the pin, or vice versa, and boom, it leads into a whole thing, and Sheeta might roll somebody up or something. But yeah.
And then who knows, Brett could be like the wild card that just comes in and like pins Sheeta while Storm and Saraya are fighting or some shit. Who knows?
Right. But
it's going to be interesting to make the predictions on for damn sure.
We shall see. And then to cap off the night, we got the real World Heavyweight Championship.
Yep.
MJF versus Adam Cole, baby. Now, of course, Yeager and I talked about the implications that could potentially happen in the tag match to start the show, but these two guys, they gonna give us one. They gonna give us one.
This is gonna be a match.
They gonna give us one because the thing is, I feel Adam Cole is gonna tap into NXT Adam Cole.
Oh, we're gonna get so much NXT Adam Cole.
He's gonna tap into NXT Undisputed Era. I was the NXT champion, Adam Cole.
Yeah,
like
that's exactly what I want to see.
Like this is gonna be a match.
I'm excited, man. I'm all happy and shit for this match.
This is gonna be a match. Now, do I still predict that MJF still might walk out as champion? Right now, it's a yes, but I don't know because AEW and their booking can be very chaotic at times.
I'm just trying to see the steps forward after either one wins. Like if MJF wins, then obviously the next step is to fight CM Punk.
Yes,
because you just can't have these two belts. This is dumb shit.
Yeah.
However, that all plays in also to if Punk is going to be, a punk and not want to work with half of the locker room. Like, according to like all the rumors and like a video that Dizzle posted up, is like Punk apparently is over here like berating people who are friends of the Bucks, or like just he only wants to work with so many other people, blah, 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 blah. Like,
yeah,
cool. Collision is his show. Like, it's official, I guess, in that regard. Collision is his show. Call it what the fuck it is. But you're going to have to give up that belt, buddy, at some point. Like, you lost it. You got injured. The Bucks had to give up theirs. Why the fuck didn't you have to give up yours?
And that's the same thing Ashley said. She was like, huh.
Yeah, huh.
She's like, huh. Interesting to note that. She was like, huh? But the thing is, right, and the way I see it playing out in my head, I see scenario A, MJF retaining in front of 80,000. He's just like, yes, I'm the champ. I retain. And then cult of personality is going to hit.
Yeah.
And then they're going to have a standoff with the implications that they're going to do this at All Out. And then I'm going to be slightly mad because it's going to be like, damn, Phil, let that man have his moment.
Especially because regardless of who wins, there's going to be the drama after the fact.
Yeah.
Between MJF and Punk. I mean, sorry, MJF and Adam Cole.
Option B, which could be either B or C.
Oh, okay.
Cole could win or MJF retains. And then for the next few months, they still run with whoever is AEW World Champion is AEW World Champion. And Punk is still parading around that he's the real world champion. And then come sometime in 2024, they do this. But I feel like they're going to try to rectify it soon.
I mean, you could also just have this done with by year's end, like at Revolution.
But yeah, I feel like it's going to get rectified soon.
Yeah, I agree with you. I think the only way I see Cole becoming the champ, sadly, is if we see Joe win against CM Punk.
Yeah.
Because I don't see Cole and CM Punk like having a match.
No.
Sorry. No. Like I just don't see that in the cards anywhere. I do see an NXT rematch though of Joe and Adam Cole.
Fire.
That would be so much fire. Oh, I'd be so ready for that match. But especially because Adam's gonna try and do a fucking Panama Sunrise, and Joe's just gonna walk away from that shit.
He just walk away like, okay, you thought,
exactly. Ready for it, but yeah, I think that's our good hint is if we're gonna get Adam Cole winning the belt, look for Joe beating CM Punk.
Yes.
And even then, it's not guaranteed because then MJF versus Joe would still be great too.
I can agree.
Now, my only problem that I can see a lot of people getting on is going to be the duration of this whole damn show.
Well, see, this is the thing, right?
We got like 9 different matches on here.
We have 9 matches. Yeah. We're talking about the fact that this is going to be their biggest show. This is going to be easily a 5-hour show. This is
the biggest show in wrestling right now. Yeah. They beat WWE in attendance.
Yeah. So, I mean, and the fact that they still added another match last night. Yeah. So, this is going to be. They are literally. We can use every sports term. They are swinging for the fences. They're throwing up Hail Marys. They're chunking and praying.
They're going all in.
they're shooting from half court. They doing everything. They're doing everything. They're going balls to the wall.
They're going open net if you're hockey fans.
Whatever analogy you want to use, all the eggs are in the basket. All the irons are in the fire. They are going, pun intended, all in for this show. Plain and simple. This is going to be a long motherfucking show.
9 matches is going to easily go 6 hours.
It could easily, because the thing is right. If we're really looking at this match card, and looking at everything,
5 hours.
Everything that's supposed to happen, and this is discrediting the pre-show match because we know that's in the pre-show. The shortest 2 matches that could potentially happen would be this match for the Trios Championship, but even shortness is still maybe 20 minutes. and this one could be maybe 20, 25 minutes. But everything else I see being a minimum of a 25-minute match.
Has to be. Especially like Bucks and FTR is gonna probably going out. Like I honestly could see that going 45.
I can too.
Like straight, like a legit 45. No, like these two guys are like just all splayed out on the ring, all tired and all that. No, it's gonna.
You know what? Since you just said that, you know what would be? There go the mascot. Since you just said that, you know what would be a messed up ending? With Cole and MJF, they go like the whole hour, and the time expires on Cole again.
Bro, that would that if that happens, you can't have that bullshit happen again. No, a whole fucking hour.
I mean,
you could, it could, and then it comes back to the 5 more minutes.
Yeah.
If they get like, and then it'll be on MJF to give it to him again. Hey,
I mean,
Loki.
Look, Loki agrees.
Yeah, apparently. But yeah, he's gonna hit him. You know, like get max 5 more minutes, and then he gives it to him. But damn, if he gives it to him and then he loses, it'll be all the sweeter.
He's going to be.
Or
done.
Even better, he gives it to him, and then Cole loses. They get the hug, for a fantastic match. Cole's pissed that he lost, even with the 5 more minutes, and then he does the turn.
All these possibilities.
Damn, I actually see that going all the way through. That could be great.
But we shall see Sunday.
Yeah,
100%. We shall see Sunday.
What time does that start again? Like 1 for us?
The pre-show? No, I think it starts at noon. I think the pre-show's at 11. Oh, does it have the time on here? No, it doesn't. It starts at noon.
Oh shit!
Yeah,
is that 0 hour starts at noon, or is that the show starts at noon?
The 0 hour starts at 11.
Well, I know what I'm doing for my Sunday brunch.
Oh yeah. My Sunday is gonna be dedicated to watching All In.
Oh yeah. All right.
Oh yeah.
Gonna wake up in the morning, feel nice and fresh, and then turn on
Sunday is
turn on
dedicated
wrestling
to
like Saturday morning cartoons, man. It'll be great.
All right, Yeager. So before we get out of here,
oh yeah,
if you was to do a prediction, what do you think is going to be your match of the night?
Match of the night? Oh shit, that's gonna be people that I'm most heavily invested in as far as like characters that I love the most. So it's gonna be one of 3 matches. It's either gonna be our main event.
Okay.
It's either gonna be the Golden Elite versus Bullet Club Gold.
Okay.
And then finally, damn it, where the fuck? Bucks and FTR.
I think I'm gonna hang my hat on the Bucks and FTR. I think Bucks and FTR are gonna be match of the night for me.
But fair.
Once again,
valid.
when we come back and review this, we'll let y'all know.
Yeah, 100%.
We'll let y'all know. But Yeager, before we get on out of here, is there anything you want to say about All In?
Nah, this is going to be a fantastic day in wrestling. It's just everybody involved. Yeah, like this is going to be like you can't be mad at this as a wrestling fan. This is a hell.
You really can't. No matter how long this show goes, you really can't.
Yeah, like the only reason like you're upset at this pay-per-view even happening is if you're just like a straight up WWE and WWE only person.
Yes, agreed.
Yeah, because I mean honestly, you're gonna look at that roster, you're gonna be like, who the fuck are like half of these people?
Right.
But aside from those guys, you're not gonna be mad at this. You can't be mad at this. This is a show of like the original All In. It's like the show of a lifetime here. Like the fact that it's a show that's bigger than WWE has yet to do. that's gonna hang over their heads, like competitive competition.
Oh yeah.
You know that they're looking to immediately top this.
There's going to be some retaliation at some point, but at the same time, it's still going to look like, well, y'all are second to do this.
Yeah.
So yeah, they're gonna figure out something.
Yeah, I want to know how long it took them to like sell out. Or not, I don't know if they did sell out completely, but yeah, sell out Wembley Stadium like that.
But we shall see.
Yeah.
But yeah, whether you loved it, hate it, don't forget to rate it. Thumbs up, thumbs down. Preferably the thumbs up. Like, share, comment. Let us know down below what y'all think of All In. No, let us know. Let us know what y'all think might be match of the night. What might be the sleeper? What you expect? Hell, you know what we should do? One of our predictions for the show should be, how long do we think this show's gonna go?
I would not mind that bonus point. Be like, I'm gonna call it
a bonus. How long do we think this show is gonna go? But thank y'all for tuning in. Oh wait, hold on. I forgot. Subscribe to T.A.G, and when you subscribe, tag that notification bell so you can be notified for when we post videos. Shout outs to Lip Dizzle. Shout outs to Juggernaut097. Hey Juggs.
Juggy.
Juggs. I'm just saying. You got the Bang Bang Gang on gold.
We want it, man.
Of course, you got Lip Dizzle wanting gold. So you better come with these predictions, my good sir. Because oh boy.
Better watch some tape. Better watch some shows, especially these next couple of days, because we got the all-star matches coming up. You know what? That seems dangerous. I'm just like, from a production standpoint, you're having the all-star show the night before. They're in London, and they're definitely in the States. Do they have to like hop a plane immediately? These guys are going to be tired, first of all. You have potential injuries that could be happening. I don't think it's smart. I think you should have probably like highlighted some of the people that ain't going, or like maybe push some more like matches for All Out. But you know what?
I 1,000% agree.
It's gonna be a good show, though. I mean, these are the All Stars or whatever. But yeah, like I
will want all 30. I would want all 30 something wrestlers. Have it be.
They should have been in London yesterday.
I would want all 30 something wrestlers to be as fresh and well rested as possible. So you're absolutely correct.
Like they should have been in London today, like all of them chilling until Sunday.
Yeah, I 1,000% agree.
Like maybe a couple of people show up late after a Rampage or something, but yeah, definitely shouldn't. We should definitely have Collision be like something else going on, like everybody else that's not involved. Push some storylines, yeah. But we'll see. We'll see how it goes.
We shall see. Wrestling's biggest show ever. We shall see. And once again, the Bang Bang Gang will come back and let you know how the show was, because we ready, and I will say thank you for this show being in London, because it's going to be on midday, because I would have hated to have to watch this at night and not go to sleep till like 1 o'clock in the morning.
Or 1 a.m. Yeah, definitely that.
So, but thank y'all for tuning in. We appreciate you once again. Love one another, take care of one another, look out for y'all's mental, physical. And until then, we like to sign out with, of course, with one of the greatest hands gestures in professional wrestling. On behalf of myself, ScooterRay, and the heartthrob of the IWC, Yeager Bombastic, thank y'all for tuning in, and do not forget to tag out. And also, rest in peace. And thank you to Terry Funk, Wyndham Watanda, a.k.a. Bray Wyatt. Thank y'all.
Y'all will be missed.
Y'all definitely will be missed. Thank y'all, and peace, everybody.